Hey, this is Dan Phelps with Oxford Capital. I wanted to share with you what the differences are between A, B, and C share mutual funds. At Oxford Capital, we are a fiduciary. I do not sell any of these funds. However, if you're working with a broker dealer or somebody at the bank as your financial advisor, you'll probably run into these. So I'm going to break them down and then share my experiences selling these when I was at the bank and really why they're not the best for clients. They can fit some portfolios, but generally I don't always think they're the best fit. So let's get started. In A shares, you have an upfront fee. That fee usually starts around 5%. So if you put 10 grand into a fund, only 9,500 is going to work for you right away. The more you put in, you receive break points. So the fee gets lower and lower up until you hit $1 million. Then there is no more upfront fee. It's called buying at NAV. But A shares have an upfront fee and usually a lower annual fee. So there's an internal fee that's a little bit lower because you already paid that upfront fee. B shares are back-end loaded shares. These don't have an upfront fee, but if you sell them anytime before 5 or even up to 7 years, there is a fee. So the longer you hold them, the less the fee will be when you sell. So in a B share, your money is locked up. These are rarely used anymore, but some fund companies still offer them. They do have an even higher expense ratio. The internal fee is higher than other share classes. So B share, back-end fee, the longer you hold it, the lower that fee goes. That's like the break point in A shares. It's a break point when you sell, the longer you hold it. C shares, there's no upfront or back-end fee. You have to hold it for at least a year, and then there's no fee if you sell. These are usually for shorter term investors. You're just going to hold it for a couple of years, but the annual fee inside is a little bit higher. So there's no front or back, but you're paying a higher fee, anywhere from 1 to 1.5%. Usually it's well over 1%. So A shares upfront, B back end, C internal is a little bit higher. Pretty simple and straightforward. It basically goes by how long do you want to hold it and how do you want to pay the fees. Mutual funds are pretty fee intense. That's why I don't use them. I used to when I worked at the bank. We'd put somebody in A share, you get an upfront commission from that, but that always wasn't the best for the client. And now that I'm independent, I don't have to use that style of investing for my clients. But I wanted to share with you the differences between them because I'm sure you'll run into it in your investing life, whether you're going to be an advisor, are one, or are a client of an advisor. So make sure you know what share class your advisor is putting you into. That's how the fees work. They're very high fees. I really wouldn't use them, but you might run into them. Thanks, guys.